Greetings, Commandos. This is Pagan Horde, and we're looking at 37 in the beautiful Long War 2 versus Mod Jam with 40k, with a lot of mods, and yeah, a lot of things have happened because of that. So, without further ado, please do some YouTube stuff. Any buttons will do, and let's dive in with what's going on. Well, in our quest to have lots of mods and lots of different things, we've stumbled into a wall 2 episodes ago. And we've also done a live stream where we got our ass completely kicked. In order to salvage that, what I did is I turned off the scaling of the Requiem monster with the Long War of the Chosen, so that when you get attacked by a region with strength 10, you don't necessarily have 7 Requiem monsters to begin with, so that we may survive the current crisis. But even after those plans, more things happened because, as it often does, RNG had its own ideas. Okay, so the plan was to go do this thing at 200%. The goal was to let it cook until 125% and then boost it to 200. Turn back the scaling on and see what would happen. But RNG had other ideas. Now we have the data tap here, which will create a Haven assault by a Chosen, which we don't want to happen. Thus, we want to do this HQ assault before that happens. So it's pushing us to go do the HQ assault right now. And on top of that, a dark event has spawned. Alien Fortress. Significant alien facilities are heavily reinforced with additional powerful guards for a month. So, despite our best effort, there could be even more Requiem monsters on that particular mission. RNG just said fuck you, pretty much. So, and another interesting point is that before I did this episode, I started recording this episode, I did a little smash and grab off camera. It was a 7 to 9 enemy at a Strain 2 Haven, Strain 2 region, and I still had 1 Requiem monster show up. So things do ramp up, even though we turned off the scaling, because there was still a Requiem monster in a Strain 2 region. I believe a lot of the Requiem monster is a dice roll, behind the curtain dice roll. You have a chance of encountering them, whatever. So, yeah, RNG has its way a lot as well. So I did that little mission off camera so that we can move directly to the big one. But lo and behold, there was a Requiem monster in that one anyway. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have totally no idea what that HQ would look like. We got our ass handed to us last time we tried it, with the scaling on. Now the scaling is off, but we have the dark event. So, I don't know, guys. All of that means that we may get still our ass kicked completely. But we're gonna boost it. We're not gonna reach the beautiful 200%, but it's gonna be down to 37, 39 instead of the 40, 50 enormous stuff. How much Requiem monsters will be in that one with the dark event? I have no idea. Let's find out. See you in a moment. Okay, so what do we got here? We're going back into the fire, the mission that kicked our ass in a pure live stream. We're gonna attempt to do the HQ again. Alright, first, right off the bat, I'm just gonna take a look at the map itself. It's gonna tell us a wee bit about it. Like, we can assume this is the long part. So, we can assume then that it goes this way. This would be the bottom right. This would be the bottom left. Okay. So, if we're looking at bottom right, this would be the first building, which is very close to the start, so yeah. Alright, so This is probably, again, a situation where most of the enemies will be near the end. But we're gonna play it straight, just in case something is hiding
I shall rally the troops
around
to
the
your
corner.
cause.
I mean, there could, in theory, be something here. I doubt it. I think most of the enemies will be at the halfway point of the map and up. But we're gonna play it as is, just in case. Now, for example, we should start placing our sniper up here. But we're not gonna go straight into the top in case there's turrets, which would we normally do.
We think alike.
I can fairly assume that there won't be any turrets, but I'll do it anyway.
I am prepared.
Just in case.
That's affirmative.
So we're not sending our sniper right away.
Affirmative.
I'm going to send at least two assault type to clear the place first. I'm gonna send it feedback and our paladin. The rest of the ground pounders are going to go this way.
Make haste, brothers.
Fatal would be a good one to go on top as well.
Moving.
And Jackrabbit,
Come on, brothers.
our Jackrabbit can probably jump Jackrabbit straight on top, but we're gonna do that next turn. So I'm gonna smart Overwatch all.
Non-evade detection.
And see what happens. I mean, it could still be surprises. Our paladin here is the one with the highest HP and armor. Truly living up to the name. So we're gonna send her first up hit there to clear the roof in case there's turrets and other stuff. You never know. Looks to be clean.
Our faith is unyielding.
Gonna put feedback next to you. Dutch is gonna go forward a schnittle bit.
Enemy unit spotted.
Okay. I think we spotted the big group of 8. That's a big first step. That group is, of course, the one you don't want to be surprised with or be flanked with.
Stay at the ready.
Very good. So Fatal, I believe you can stay on the ground then, since we've spotted the big group.
A long run.
Jackrabbit, you can go take your place up there.
Advance.
Alright, so we spotted the big group. We only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, but we can assume it's the group of 8. Mr. Candyman, then, you will no longer need to skulk about inside that building.
Elsewhere.
Your rockets will probably be very useful, so we're gonna set you up to perhaps go on top of this tower.
By the Emperor it shall be.
That would be a
so.
good launching place for Explodey. Same thing for Terror. For now, just go here. Now we can confidently bring our sniper up. Put Scratch over here.
Double time.
Feedback. They can spread. You cannot move and shoot, so for now, you're gonna stay right there. Alright, let's see what's gonna be the behavior of that group. Moving away is not the best option. Honestly, we wanted them to move into our trap. And chasing them is not great, because we have the position, we have the high ground with our sniper. Chasing them would remove that. I mean, I could start the business by just shooting one, and then letting see how the other will react, and then we could perhaps explode them. But that's giving us
Faith is
maybes.
purest when it is unquestioning.
Maybes instead of certainty. I could reasonably do something like this. But I'm gonna get scatter. Let's go. Let's go for it. Let's start the
It
business.
shall be done.
I don't want them to move away from our good positioning right now. It's not the greatest hits. We did get some nice
Break the enemy line.
critical, but we didn't hit all of them. There was a bit of scatter. However, we have a burning. And we have our snipers in position to start taking some damage. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Missing an 89 is not how I want to start. Got a 100 on the Grenadier. Go for the Purifier. The thing is with these guys, the heavy cannon, they can go through cover to get a 100%. So that's why Jackrabbit is really hard to use, because he cannot move and shoot. But he's a guaranteed hit. He doesn't care about cover. His gun just works. So that's a big advantage.
No mercy.
Alright, so Purifier down. The next priority target would be the Heavy Lancer. Because this guy is just gonna charge forward and do damage. If I can get that Lancer just like that, that would be my choice. I will attempt to do a precision shot and get rid of him. If I can. Superb.
Did you see that one?
Very well. So target priority is important. Like the shield bearer, for example, is going to shield bearer, and yes, adding shield to everybody is bad, but it's not going to do damage to us. So will the priest. We can assume he's going to do mind control shenanigans, which is bad, but it is non-lethal-ish. The gunner is burning. We're going to let him burn. So our next priority would be the grenadier and the officer, because these guys will do damage. A grenadier would be very bad if he, well, grenadiers. So that's going to be our new priority. Let's see if we can make that happen. You, sir, do have a 53. Is there any way to improve that? There is. I'm going to use your Death from Above additional action to do a holo target. What's your hit chance now? 63. Well, that's what we got. Gosh. Okay. Feedback is gonna get in there. We have high cover, so that's fine. What's your hit chance? 62 on a priest. I was hoping for the grenadier, but we'll take what we have. Eh. What's our other option? That one looks fine. It's another high cover. And Wildling might be able to stun the grenadier, and just making sure we don't get grenaded would be a fine choice, like at 80%. Beautiful. So, we're not gonna get hit by a grenade. Let's call that a good thing. You are sadly a wee bit out of it, so for today, for this round, you're gonna need just to move.
We walk in his light.
Dutch can try and tag the priest, but if I move you forward,
On the way.
even though it's not the best cover, we do have an 85 on the officer, which would be our next in our target list. That's an officer down. Okay. And with your extra movement, you can go back into high cover. I'll call that a great win. Okay, so we've been successful in our target priority. We have 4 left, and one is probably gonna die burning. The other ones, which are not gonna be as dangerous. So I think I can afford to move here, even though it's in the fuel and it's a dangerous position. I don't expect any of them to be able to fire into that fuel.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Burning worked. So 1 stunned, 1 shield bearer, and 1 priest. So you're doing the predictable thing. It's gonna add 3 armor point to everybody. You're doing a stasis, which is, you know, not great, but still non-lethal. So we'll be effectively taking no damage. That's how you make it happen. So the priest went into the fuel zone, so I'm going to get Fatal out of there and blow it up. We're gonna go for the shield bearer with Fatal. You're gonna be able to take 2 shots at this fellow.
No tissue damage.
Not the best. You, sir, take down the fuel. That sounds very bad. Sure, let's go explode our fuel by hitting it in melee. That, however, is sexy. No more shield bearing. So we're not gonna use... Oh, that would hit Wildling as well. This is a large explodey zone, so...
Moving out.
Let's do that. Let's get the priest. $70 on the priest is just fine. Alright, he's going stasis, which is a bit annoying. But now, I've created a large fire zone with that.
We're moving now.
Can you? Yes, you can, but it's only 41.
Vigilance, brothers. Always vigilance.
Alright, well, we do need to put 1 or 3 Overwatch to make sure we catch the priest when he comes out of stasis. We do need that.
No problem, boss. On Overwatch.
Doesn't seem that I can finish the shield bearer. Maybe exploding that thing was not the greatest choice because we've created a huge zone of fire that is limiting our own movement. Yeah, it's not the best. Alright, so the shield bearer is still alive. But at least we're gonna have enough Overwatch and eyes on this guy for hopefully catching him. That will work. That will work. But that means the Overwatch was triggered and the priest will
They
get...
strike from behind us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, man. The priest and the status is one of the things I don't like. Because it's quite literally forcing you not to be able to fire on it and have to rely on Overwatch. So while Overwatch was successful in taking out the shield bearer, it made the priest free to move. Okay, so a few mistakes were made. Creating the big zone of fire was not the best idea. But we're gonna use our paladin to replenish Wildling. It's gonna give him only 6 HP though. He doesn't have a huge amount of HP. He could still be vulnerable to be one-shotted by a big enemy.
Let's do it. Go for shock stance.
Okay, so we're gonna be
Weapons ready.
patient. After the big group, we're
One
gonna
moment of laxity
just
may condemn us
reload.
all. I am reloading.
Reload and be ready for the next drop.
Make a stand here and now.
I'm gonna smart Overwatch all as they are.
Remain at guard positions, brothers.
And good thing I did, because here comes the Centurion and Berserker. Ah, you missed a 97.
Die!
You missed a 97. Ugh. And we see yeah, we see a Voltigeur. Right, so there is Requiem enemies. But that's fine, I don't mind whether it's one or two, I just want to be, you know, more balanced. That is a large group, or at least two groups together, I think. Wow, that's a lot. Berserkers. Yeah, it is essentially two groups. Alright. Alright. Get a priest. More mutants than you can shake a stick at. Right, so, that's interesting. I mean, this is what I would prefer. I mean, a few Requiem monsters from time to time, that's fine. 7 of them, or one in every group, that's too much. This works. This works. So, let's try to bid them a warm welcome. Welcome to the fight, guys. Enjoy your stay. Sweet. Okay, let's see. The snipers have some 100%. Gotta love that. Let's not reinvent the wheels, let's just take them out. The other sniper got another 100%. Those are basic mutants. They're a bit easier to hit than the Centurions and others, but nonetheless. The best thing to do for us is always just take them out. Something that is dead cannot hurt you. Guns off the field, whatever you want to call it. So you missed your sniper shot, thus you cannot use it again. Can you reach all the way out there with a plasma grenade? No. Well then.
The time is now, brothers.
Let's mark the Taipan, and we're gonna say it's gonna be yours next turn. 58 on the Centurion. Let's holo target the Centurion. Now the best thing I've got against the Voltigeur will probably be to stun it.
Daughters of the Emperor, march! They're taking fire.
Yeah, they have a free Overwatch, these guys. Let's not forget these things. I'm gonna rapid fire. Beautiful, no stasis for you.
Show no mercy.
Show no mercy indeed. What about you? You have a 77 on the Centurion from your position. Dutch is gonna have to get in there. Fatal. I do have the problems that I do not want to remain in the Berserker's melee range. What does that give us? Nothing interesting for our group. I could flashbang all of these guys and made them somewhat easier to deal with. Flashbang and run away would be a good solution, I think. You, sir. Alright, let's take that 68. Okay, it's a graze. Take the 77. Let's try to get that Centurion. Okay, it's a hit, but it's a low damage roll. Wildling, I want you to get out of there, because you're too low HP to be the frontliner.
Answer the enemy's quiet with vigilance, brother.
Candyman is also gonna stay on his post. Dutch. Can get that 81. Okay, so the Centurion is a big deal because he's very accurate. And for the rest of the movement, you're gonna go back away. Away from the Berserker's melee range. Now the flashbang is still a very wordy play.
It is blinding.
So let's see what happens. Frost Elite is gonna puppeteer. Okay. You will... Tracking shot marked. I'm not sure what that does, but... Here we go. Berserker is gonna berserk. I hope that the disorientation... No, it was not enough. Okay. So I messed up on that one. I should have moved Fatal. Direct hit on feedback. Those damn mutons, they often hit. Okay. Okay. What do you got? You got a 100 on the Berserker. The zombie. 60 on the muton.
Menace 1-5, the Chosen Hunter is targeting your position from long range.
So this is the same ability as the Hunter.
Before it's too late.
Can prevent a shot by moving out of the Hunter's line of sight. Okay. So this is essentially the Hunter's ability. Okay. That's intriguing. I could flank a muton and probably kill it. So if somebody else could take care of the Berserker, we got a 100 on this guy. Yeah, the ability of this guy to always hit is what makes him valuable. But the damage will decrease when you're firing through cover. I think that's how it works. Like I'm doing 5 to 7 damage on this guy. 5 to 7 here as well. But I'm doing 9 to 13 on you because you're not in cover. I'm starting to understand how to use these mech snipers. They can actually be good if you set it up right. Okay. Let's do it. This one's mine. On the Berserker. And try to one-shot him. So if I can get rid of the Berserker in one shot with you here, look at that critical chance. 80% critical chance. So that's how you use these mechs. I get it now.
We have destroyed that which offended the Emperor.
I get it now. Very well. I am sometimes slow to learn new tricks. But I got that one. So, I have a 91 and I can also get the Taipan from here. But kills first. Well, that's a kill. So you can fire again.
Little ammo remaining.
Now he's probably gonna retaliate. They have free retaliation, but I am in high cover. So let's go.
Their armor saves them.
That's a free retaliation, but you can do it against anyone.
Renard needs some help.
Oh, and you can use your tracking shot as a retaliation. Oh, man, these guys are evil. You can see why I didn't want to fight a dozen of them at the same time. Right, so... Scratch is going to die out of corrosion if I don't help her. Is the soothing light enough to get rid of the corrosion? No, it just gives 1 HP. Alright, well, so I will use a Gremlin Hail. And gotta remember that those retaliations are against everyone. Not against necessarily against the one who just shot at you. Which is what makes it so gnarly. We're gonna take that shot at 58. Of course. It would have been so useful. Fuck it. 83, 63 as well. Okay, we got 1 shot in.
Armor still holding.
We got 1 shot in. It now has only 4 HP left. Only 4 HP left. Alright, well the ranger here can get an angle. It's probably not gonna be the best. Just a graze. But it's down to 3. And I don't want to put Wildling in danger. But I have no choice. What about a stun? Let's stun him. Let's try. Disoriented at least. It's a miss. Let's go all in. 43. But you get a graze and that's enough. Okay. Alright. So now I can get rid of the zombie. Candyman. I think I can take you down now.
Your wise counsel belies your years.
Oh, a turret. Oh, nice. We're gonna get shot by a turret. Okay. Now the sectoid. Okay. We'll do sectoid things. Frozen.
I am wounded.
Turrets always hit somehow. Or at least their amount of hits they do is a bit intense. But we do have a hacker. I'm going to attempt to control it. This might trigger more enemies, let's be honest. But it's worth it. Got it. Okay. Did it trigger more enemies? No. Okay, that's both a curse and a blessing. Because then we don't know where the rest of the enemies are. But that sectoid is gonna regret his life choices now. Woo! Okay, that was intense. That was intense, but we got it done. So we're 17 enemies deep, but the zombie can inflate the numbers, so it's actually 16. We got the big group of 8 as well as 2 additional groups. Typically that means there's going to be 2 to 3 more smaller group. Probably a patrol of scouts, like drones, and then the big guy. Very well. Very, very well. So, thanks to the fact that we have a turret here, we can assume that it is safe to relocate our snipers on this building here to cover the rest of the ground. Because if there were any enemies in that area, they would have been triggered by the turret. So we're gonna move. We're going to move.
Will do. Adeptus sororitas, prepared to serve.
The rest of us is just gonna be regroup and reload.
Cut him down!
We're not gonna move too much from our position for now.
The smell of bolter fire always. Set up firing positions in there.
Fatal is gonna pull back and reload as well.
Reinitializing weapon.
Jackrabbit is going to move here.
Advance.
Terror staying put as well. I don't intend to move too far. We're gonna let the turret be our scout, quote unquote. Let it attract fire in case there's a group. Alright, so we have a group of little patrol of drones. There's often one or two little patrol of drones in these missions. So that's not a big deal. Unfrozen. Or Todd. Now, our snipers are no longer in a position to shoot these drones. But let's just use a turret. I mean, that's what it's for. The enemy drones can stun the turret though, and render it useless. And when it is stunned, it will lose its hacking. So if it gets stunned, we need to destroy it next.
We think alike.
So let's move our snipers.
Go, go, go! Sisters, march!
To get a stun, it needs to get closer though. So we're gonna put an Overwatch here.
It's a battle reporting.
There's a good chance I'll be able to catch it with Overwatch. We're gonna heal feedback with the Paladin as soon as we have a break as well.
Watch what happens here.
Okay, so
Clear that path.
let's just put more Overwatch.
Position, Overwatch.
We're gonna assume that these drones are gonna go for the turret. For a stun.
I stand ready.
Ah, the Jackrabbit can actually shoot it. Beautiful. Just when I was praising you that you were now useful. Just when I was praising you.
I will guide you now. By the Emperor it shall be so.
There's typically 2 patrols of 2 drones like this in an HQ mission. Typically.
Interference.
So he did not go for the stun, it went for an attack. What about you? You're going for the stun. And we got you. Okay.
Feel our wrath.
Turret for the win. But it's not gonna be hacked forever. We, feedback. Let me just review feedback skills. Do you have remote hacking? Gifted machine spirit? Okay, so you don't have Trojan. So we're gonna need to take care of the turret ourselves.
Brothers, tend to your weapons and equipment.
Very well. So you, sir, don't have any shredding, though. Would not be the best attack. Who has shredding? You do, Mr. Candyman. So the turret was very useful, but it is a temporary hack, and it's time to say goodbye. Shredding is done, and now that'll do it. Alright, our sniper can now probably move forward here. And get a new sniper nest.
Yes.
I'm going. Back in.
Paladin can move cautiously forward. Same deal with feedback. Let's reload for you. I'm gonna heal with the Paladin. The heal feedback. Dutch. You're gonna make your way over there. Wildling, go inside that building.
Squad on the move. The Emperor protects, but the
Yeah.
Space Marine strikes.
Burrow protects indeed. Jackrabbit, you're gonna start moving into the new sniper position.
Let him have it!
Fatal, use the rest in peace turret as cover.
I will watch.
Okay, so nothing is trying to molest us further at the moment. There's quite a possibility that there's something hiding in the forest edge right here. This side we got it mostly covered. So let's move in cautiously. We have a nice position with our sniper on top now, so there's no need to rush it and blunder into another group of Requiem. In a perfect world, they would blunder into us, so that we could have a full round of Overwatch on their face.
Through the stones, glory awaits.
Just so that we can miss all of them, of course, all of the shots, but, you know, that's XCOM.
I accept the challenge.
Affirmative. Covering now.
In a perfect world, we would have been able to, perhaps
Our
hack
Emperor gives us
the
strength.
drones and send them further in. But we already had used our hacking.
Sisters of Battle, reporting.
The turret was really useful, so one cannot complain. Alright, so I think we need to start moving. I hope that not all the enemies are waiting for us in a big group at the end. That would be really bad. Okay, so we found a group of 4. That's good. 4 is good. 4 is one of the small groups that were still out there. They are a bit of an awkward angle being on the side here, though. Can our sniper snipes? Yes, they can. Alright, now let's see what's your best damage. Alright, all of them are into cover, so you don't get the maximum damage. What about our regular snipers? Regular snipers have 73s. They have the high ground, but they have good cover. Okay. Taking a look at our options before deciding. I should probably get you back into cover,
We walk in his light.
because you're in an awkward position after having discovered that group. There's the option to be aggressive with bayonets, but that's probably just gonna wake up more groups. I mean, 62s and 70s are not too bad in theory, but this is Xcom. 62s and 70s mean maybe 1 out of 3 shots will make it.
Let him have it!
I could use Wilding to stun 1. Fatal. What does this tell you? Sadly, nothing. Alright, well, let's start staking our sniper shots then. This is the best we're gonna get. Superb. Only 1 HP left with you. Got an 88. Let's go for the kill. And down to 3 they go.
Burn.
Burn indeed. Okay, Jackrabbit. We're gonna take your 100%, or you can maybe... not quite. Okay. You can move and grenade, though. Let's go for kills. Let's go for the scout. Let's go here. Let's see if that triggers something. I hope not. Okay, we're good. Now you get a measly 47, though. Alright, Wildling, you're up. We're gonna put you in good cover.
Advance.
And we're gonna attempt to stun the captain, which is the most dangerous of all the people here at 65. Okay, success. We've taken out the captain, who's the most dangerous. Sentinels are not too shabby too, though. Should I use a rocket, or should I be keeping it for later? Probably keeping it for later. I can do this. That would be putting feedback in a very awkward spot. Looking at all my options. If I could use Justice and grab the most dangerous one, it would be awesome. Like, alright. 44 is not great, but if I could finish the scout...
Comes for all.
Yes, it worked. Got it. That gives me implacable, and I could get better cover. Alright, well, we can just take pot shots for what's left. I would prefer the Sentinel be dead, but you cannot have everything. We'll let this guy be stunned, and we're gonna take pot shots at you. Indeed. You cannot fire away your weapon. Okay. Overwatch it then. I feel that half cover is not going to be good enough against a Sentinel. These guys are very accurate. Okay, he moved to the other side and does covering fire. Okay. Okay. So, but covering fire... I mean, that includes everything. I was hoping for a second that he was... Yeah, this is explodey. This is explodey. I assume that this would be triggering his Overwatch, though. But I'm not getting the explodey choice. Thinking. If I go here, I would probably be triggering... You do have lightning reflexes, so let's send her in.
Burning fervor guides us.
And now you've spotted the option, so go right ahead. That will do nicely. That will do nicely. Now that took care also of the Overwatch. Sure. Let's see if we can get him. Still a good 44, the bastard.
Brothers, tend to your weapons and equipment.
He's still very hard to hit. But that was enough, a little graze, okay. Now I can afford to be aggressive and just bayonet the last guy. 7 damage. Go feedback. Go get him. Go get him. Oh. But this is gonna explode next turn. Fuck. Fuck. Ah, crap. I don't think there's any way to avoid it. I think I'm fucked.
I am prepared.
Damn it.
This is why we're here! No fear!
Remain at guard positions,
I
brothers.
am watching. Your wise counsel belies your years.
Yeah, here it comes. It's not a lot, but it did shred one of our armor. And she can heal herself, so it's not a huge deal, but it did shred one of our armor.
We have regained our footing.
Alright, I think the play was still very valid. Sir, let's go grab this. Please give me some goddamn cores. So I get a suppressor. Wonderful. We're gonna move a schnittle bit and not too much. Just getting some cover over here.
I fear nothing, for I am fear incarnate.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Sniper will remain what they are.
Got it covered.
Watch what happens here!
Hold position, Overwatch.
I await their approach. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Okay. And another tape on. Okay. And a mechtoid. Okay. Okay, 2 Requiem monsters. Got a solid hit, well, a graze.
Cleanse the monstrosity!
These eyes are scary, man. You're telling me there's a kablooey? There is indeed a kablooey. But before we do so, let's keep in mind that these things will retaliate always. So, perhaps we should just get into cover before we do that.
Faith is purest when it is unquestioning.
So I'm gonna get good cover to Candyman. I'm gonna say, fuck shit up, or maybe not, because you can't reach. Okay. Terror, go for it. So the dominance is going to be the tracking shot. Okay. Marked us with the tracking shot. Alright. So that means that's our reaction for this turn. The Mechtoid still has a dominance going for it. Can we just outright... Oh, that's cool as well. Outright kill this guy? If I bullseye you, you won't get a chance to retaliate because you'll be dead. Hopefully. Gotcha.
Take that!
Okay. So these guys are a lot better than the Andromedon we were facing, honestly. The Requiem Andromedon are slightly insane.
Commencing move.
Alright, so I have you here. Not the best hit, but it's a hit. Wildling is also gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the kill, not the stun.
Shall be ours.
Okay, there goes your tracking
No
shot.
shelter for those who oppose the Imperium of Man.
So we are getting a little bit better as well. That's me, as a player, getting a little bit better as dealing with these guys. Only 34. You, sir.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
You have a 100, so please precision it.
This is it, right?
Very
How about
nice.
that?
So we got it done.
Rock and roll.
Okay. This is much more reasonable. This is a nice challenge without being overwhelming. I love it. Without the scaling of the Long War, without having a ridiculous amount of tough enemy at the strength of the region,
No trespass.
it works. It works. It just does. So according to this, we've defeated 26 enemies, but there's going to be a turret and a zombie in there, so 24. So we can assume there's at least one more small
We are
group.
servants of the God Emperor.
Perhaps some drones, and then we have the big fight, the boss battle. Okay, I want to try and get that loot over there. It is... could be a wee bit dangerous to go get it, but I do want it. Because we need cores badly. We're getting Requiem Essence instead. But I think this will be the first time we'll be able to salvage actual Requiem corpses. And that might be the key to unlock a lot of cool stuff.
To victory!
Cool stuff that will probably require more cores, though. I think because we have so much mods, we're not getting as much drops of them. We're getting Requiem Essence and other bio stuff.
I fear nothing
Instead
but
of cores.
I am fear incarnate.
Your wise counsel belies your years. Make your stand here and now.
Alright, so we're not moving our snipers yet.
I'm on it.
We're not gonna go too far.
Daughters of the Emperor, march! We shall deliver.
Fatal is the furthest away. I can hear a turret. In the Xenos turn, I can hear a turret. We can assume there's gonna be turrets here. Last time we attempted this mission, this was the big last building. Let's go pick that up. Crystallized meld. Alright. Yeah. We're not getting as much cores because we're getting so much of the
Your brothers stand ready.
the mod stuff. I think is
I am needed elsewhere.
one part of the problem.
Prepared.
Overwatch. Adeptus Sororitas, prepared to serve. Sisters of Battle, reporting.
Alright guys, so this is probably the final approach to the last boss. So I'm going to take all the time in the world to set up the perfect ambush. I'm going to reload my coffee. So I'll make a little cut here until, because I'm probably going to fiddle for quite a few turns to get the perfect ambush situation for these guys. So I'm going to make a little cut here, reload my coffee, and we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. So what happened is I simply moved our sniper to this position here, so we can overlook the last building. We did take out a small group of 3. While we were doing that, there was no Requiem or special monsters there, just a little group of 3 that was hiding on the side here. 2 Vipers and a Muton. So, I haven't spotted the last group, but we have spotted a heavy turret right here. Which leads me to think that as soon as I capture it, the shit's gonna hit the fan. So we're gonna do that right now. See what happens. If we capture it, of course. Okay. Could always been an Xcom moment. So what do you see? And there we go. 2 more turrets. 2 more turrets in a large group. We do have a Custodian at 42 HP. 3 Custodian. That's a lot of HP. 42... 32? And the General itself with 32. They all have some sort of armor. Wow, that's a lot. That's a freaking lot. Do we have a Kablooey in range to grab all of this? We do. Alrighty then. And that should introduce a few of them to gravity as well. Let's go for
By
it.
the Emperor it shall be so.
It's not a perfect hit. We didn't get everyone. Right.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with.
That's a lot.
They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
That is a lot. Okay, we do have our snipers in place to do some damage. We could use our turret right away. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get rid of that drone. What else can I do? I can do turret on turret action. I can get the longbow. No longbow for you. 2 very valid stuff to do. I have a beat on the General here. I think I'm gonna take it. Let's do a bullseye on the General. Oh, sweet critical. Can you do the same? No. You don't have a beat on the General from where you are. What about the Jackrabbit? It's a 9 to 13, so you do have a maximum. I'm gonna not mark it, pardon me. I'm gonna do it. This one is mine. Then I'm gonna go for it. 9 to 13, 100% critical. Oh, I'm starting to love this mech. Woohoo! Now that we know how to use them.
Crack that armor!
So that is an almost dead General. I will take that. I will take that to the bank. I wish I had 2 hackers right now. it would have been a great moment to get that other one. All of these fellows are out of range for where we are, so might be the best solution is just to overwatch and let them come to us. It might be. But we're gonna get some better cover, at least. Now you, sir, and or ma'am, you cannot move and fire. So I'm gonna do a lead the target on the custodian to catch him next turn, hopefully. Now the problem is feedback here is our closest one, so let's hope he doesn't get targeted too much. He doesn't have a great cover right now.
It'll be done soon, sir.
Let's go for that.
That'll put you in your place.
Second hacker would have been really useful.
Tactical Marines forward.
Now the reason when I'm targeting the drone, and I think it's important to get that drone, is that I don't want him to stun our turret. I want the turret to remain here as a target bait for the enemies. Just not enough.
Cleanse the monstrosity.
If the turret gets stunned, it's gonna lose the hacking. But if we keep the turret, most of the enemies will be focused on it for next turn. So that's definitely a win. Okay. So a lot of the big bags of HP are left alive. Got an elite assault. Ooh, I'm glad, for example, that's not me. You can shoot twice. Okay, I think I'm not gonna like this elite assault very much. Yeah, the shield bearer is gonna shield bear. This custodian master, they just look very hard to kill. That's the lead the target. Coming in hot.
Hit the armor.
Alright, so these custodian, however, they do wield a pistol, or at least something short, one-handed and short range. So we do have this going for us. I mean, there's no point in bringing rockets home. This is where I'm gonna hit them again. I know it's gonna use mostly the shield. The shield of the shield bearer.
Faith is purest when it is
But hopefully we're gonna
unquestioned.
burn or at least shred a lot of their armor as well, regular armor. Should make them a bit easier to hit. Keyword being should. And these guys, they have 25 innate defense, yeah. And they have a chance to block hits, if I'm not mistaken. Right. All of these guys are pretty dangerous. Now you, sir, why don't you use your plasma grenade? You're just out of reach just to annoy us. I saw a yellow... There we go. It's a wee bit hard to... there we go. Burn that armor. Burn that shield. Got a 100 on the priest. Please do so. No more priest. I don't know what a surge priest is, and I don't want to find out. Death from above will be a reload.
Ready to go.
66, 61. Yeah, their innate defense make them dangerous. But we're gonna get the lockdown from the ranger and can fire again. Okay, 2 grazes. That's not very lucky. Can you stun me, someone? That would be great. No.
Suffer not the alien to live.
Well, that elite proved to be very dangerous, so... Yeah. Okay. Cannot have everything, it seems. And you cannot flank these guys, even if they are in the middle of nowhere. The shield is considered a flank. Anti-flank.
Weapons ready.
Let's mark a target then. Got 2 custodian and a custodian master. 91, so let's go rapid fire. Got a 7. Got a critical. Down to 16 HP, which would be a lot for a regular enemy. I don't want to put feedback closer. He only has 7 HP. I don't think that would be wise, so I'm gonna give him actually better cover on the side here. And now we can get an 82. 4 grays. Fatal. That's tempting. But he's my last dude, so if I do that, we're gonna be in trouble. So let's just do more damage to this fellow. Or not. Okay, so General still very much alive and very much dangerous.
Hostile fire on
Now we know where he is, and at least the shield bearer.
It did not reach the flesh.
Okay, a little graze. Oh, they really. Right, that's where the shit starts to happen. Whatever that was. Got a little shred on this guy. He's moving forward. Yeah, these guys, they just... Hyperdrive serum, bleeding.
My body fails.
Guaranteed hit. Yeah, these guys, they just move forward. They don't care. Okay. Now I have eyes on you. The general. Now would have been the time for not doing a graze. Precision shot on the general. Finish him off, if you please. Okay.
That armor's tough.
More bad damage. I am out of rocket here, but I still have a tremor. With 1. I mean, I have a 97 here, and I'll go rapid fire. Nice. Not so nice, but still 11 damage. Dutch. Only has 1 ammo left in the bin, though. Fatal, you have to run. What about you, sir? Please finish the general. Sweet. Okay. General is a big deal. Who is the most dangerous one in the field?
Abomination has met its fate.
We can just take that shot, I suppose. Of course. These big bastards are hard to kill. That's one. Down to 4. Now feedback. Let's heal. Fatal. Let's not take any chances. Then you can take a shot at 82. Thinking. Wildling.
Moving out.
Take a shot at him. Yeah.
Destroy them!
Fatal, you have to run. What do I have left? Dutch only has 5 HP. I'm not comfortable leaving him there. These guys, they seems to have guaranteed hits and explodey and stuff, so not gonna take the chance. I want my boys to live to see another day. So, the bleeding, disorientation removed. Moving forward over there. Overwatch. Shield bearer is still out there. Wildling is not looking good. Master goes for up here. Okay, I like. That's good, that's good. Oh no. Okay. Not sure what that was. 6 more damage. 14 HP left. Okay, so everybody survived. Let's take that. And now these, our snipers, have great shots. You, sir, can get a 100 damage here. So let's get him. This one's mine. Fire. 9 to 13, 80% critical. I'm really starting to like this mate. I understand you now. 94. More grazes. 96. Seven damage. Alright, you have plenty of armor and health, so you're going to move forward.
Burning fervor guides us.
Got an 81. Okay, beautiful. Feedback, you're gonna heal your friend. Dutch, you're gonna need to move and reload. Not the best. Terror. Let's be aggressive now. There's only 3 left, so let's go. Dutch only has 5 HP, so I'll be careful with him. Same deal with Wildling. Fatal. We're gonna wrap up this guy and use the free movement to get out of there. These Custodian, they're hard to take down. They're big blocks of HP. But we can handle them.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
They're a force multiplier, really. They're a big fat tank. Like, the shield bearer is still here, but he's not that dangerous as a soldier. I should have just shut up. Here it is doing a critical. Right. There's still something up there, which must be turrets. So I just had to say it, and they both hit a 1% critical and a 55% hit. Of course. Because that's XCOM, baby. Okay, you do maximum damage against this fellow, so please do. Oof!
Feel the Emperor's wrath.
Now, the surprisingly dangerous shield bearer is the last one. So why don't you... I mean, you don't need to bring a rocket home. That's alright. We've got this. We've got this. Okay.
Full heretic!
Positive confirmation. Area secured. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
41 out of 43. We got a lot of wounded, but we got it done. We got it done. So we still faced 3 Requiem monsters, but that's fine. That's much better balance than the overwhelming 6 to 8 we had last time, and they are also more reasonable instead of being those really dangerous ones. So I think this is a good balance, and I think we're gonna continue on like this for the moment, because we finally got this mission done. The 3 custodian in the end was a lot to take in as well, but we got it done, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, that's a lot of wounded, and a lot of people are gonna spend time in the infirmary, but we got it done. Our Warrior of Light is now a gunnery sergeant. The Paladin's determination is absolute. The spirit is willing and the flesh follows. The speed and strength are enhanced to superhuman level. Gain 1 action point for the turn. Can be activated after ending your 2 normal action. Vigor. Grant an allied renewed strength and energy to gain 1 action point for this turn only. So essentially, you're giving yourself an action point, or you're giving somebody else. But the thing is, this is a 4-turn cooldown, and Vigor doesn't mention any cooldown. So let's try Vigor. The Sandman is now a gunnery sergeant. Whirlwind is for melee purposes. Overkill. +2 damage to unit at 50. Okay, oh yeah, sure. Running on empty. Once per mission, once per turn, if the soldiers move without ammo, it reloads 1 ammo. Alright, okay. Increase damage done against organic target by 30%. This does... Butcher here does not specify that the damage will be done by melee. It's just 30% against any organic. So I'm gonna go for that. Mr. Terror is now a gunnery sergeant. And he's probably gonna be a Rocketeer. Run and gun would be really cool with you as well. But we're gonna go Rocketeer. And you have a combat intelligence of very high, thus 50 point additional. So what should I give you for that? Confers plus 30 damage against robotic target. You're gonna get double tap. Maybe I should keep your AP so we get both double tap and devastation later. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, we're gonna keep your your soldiers AP, so and when we get to the next rank, we're gonna go devastate and double tap. And now Terror is gonna be a true terror on the battlefield. Okay, Scratch! Lightning reflexes. is great. But not that great against for a sniper who stays on top. That's cute, but your sniper rifle is typically more than able to destroy any object. If that would count as for turrets, I would be interested. But not for that. Remove the cooldown, okay. Lone Wolf. Okay. Oh, it's probably gonna be a Deadeye. Deadeye is just deadly. It's gonna give you more options to kill people. We're gonna have precision shot and Deadeye. Feedback is now a tech sergeant. And it's definitely gonna be full override. You have a very low combat intelligence, which is not the best for somebody who needs a lot of skills like you. So we're gonna go with failsafe. If you fail a hack, you prevent any negative things from occurring. So I can now take pot shots at any type of hacking without fearing any problem. That's gonna be useful. Fatal. Lots and lots of promotion. Lock and load would be really useful with you. So you would have to worry a lot less about ammo. Okay. Lightning reflexes would be huge as well. I think I'm gonna go with that. You want to get into the close range, and you always have problems with Overwatch, so lightning reflex is gonna be the thing. Dutch will get rapid fire, that's for sure. That's pretty good as well. Limited use item, get a bonus use. Well, you get rapid fire. Because rapid fire is rapid fire. Wildling is now a tech. Formidable will be good with you, because you've been taking a lot of hits. I'm gonna go with lightning reflexes, and we're gonna go back and give you formidable. So you're gonna be a lot tougher next time. 2 more armor. 50 less damage from explosive. So you're gonna be a lot less vulnerable. Okay, so 37 of those Requiem thingy, which I need 5 cores to unlock. Suppressors and meld. We should be using more meld, I suppose, giving our soldiers more of those special abilities. We got 2 cores. Okay. Supplies 174. We got the Mechtoid wreck and the tape on carcass, which will probably unlock. We got a Custodian Master. That's probably gonna unlock a lot of stuff. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We got a Purge Priest. That's new. Research unlocked. Custodians. Okay. So all of these things are going to help a lot. We still have 1 day on the facility lead, and then we can start working on these new stuff. Alright. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. This is already a pretty long episode, but we got the HQ that was haunting our dream. The one we failed in a live service, a live performance stream. The 3 Requiem monster here were much better balanced. And I think we're going to run it like this for now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of this different balance? Does it make more sense? And we will be able to continue this campaign like this. Region liberated. Okay. Ooh. But that will be for next time, so please do some YouTube stuff. Thank you for watching until the end, you are the true MVP. And I will see you next time. Thank you.